Now, I have a simple question. Why are you, as a man, definition, male being, source from Oxford Languages, smiling in such a way? If you look closely, you can see the small upturned lip corners he is currently expressing, which by itself would be fine, but let's put this into context, shall we? Akito Shinonome, younger brother of Ena Shinonome, is a male character from the mobile game Project Sekai Colorful Stage. In the game, this character is from the subgroup Vivid Bad Squad, which features An Shiraishi, Kohane Asasawa, Toya Aoyagi, and the previously mentioned Akito. Vivid Bad Squad is a group formed of two pairs, or partners as they call themselves. We'll get back to this later. An formed a pair with Kohane at the beginning of the story and helped Kohane overcome her intense social anxiety to an extent, thus leaving everyone in awe of her talent. The other pair in Vivid Bad Squad is between Toya and Akito, a pair formed before the story began, formerly by the name of Bad Dogs. The pair began performing at live houses a while before we view the Vivid Bad Squad story. Toya's father is an abusive figure in his life with extremely controlling tendencies and high expectations set for Toya from a young age. Because of this, Toya did not experience much as a child, therefore finds great joy in doing things now, enjoying life as it comes. Toya is often spotted in area conversations with Akito around town, often discussing practice and music. Now, I'd like to draw your attention to the pair, but in a specific way. In the Japanese language, there's this phrase, aibo, romanized as aibo. This phrase directly translates to partner, but not in the traditional sense that we use it in English, usually as partner in a project. Aibo has a certain context, especially in the way it's used between the partners in Vivid Bad Squad. Now, the term Aibo is often used in the context of romantic pairings, specifically homosexual romantic pairings. How does this play into Bad Dogs? Well, they frequently refer to themselves as Aibo, and what did we just learn? Aibo is most commonly used to refer to homosexuals, also a term used by the homosexuals themselves. So why does Akito, as a man, refer to his male performing partner as Aibo? He could refer to him with any other title, but he chooses Aibo, a term specifically meant for homosexual pairings. That by itself is quite suspicious, but it goes deeper. After extensive research, I've discovered Akito was also spotted ruffling the hair of his alleged Aibo after a performance. I've said my piece as to why that's absurd before, so I'll sum it up. Akito, a male character, is in close contact with another male character. That by itself says enough. Now that we have the context, I must then repeat the original question. Why are you, as a man, smiling in that way while saying such a phrase? As my comrade Jamie mentioned, the phrase Akito utters in this original screenshot translates to, well, it's almost time for rehearsal, isn't it? Well then, we should be going then. Why is this suspicious? If you remember the context we gathered before, he often rehearses and performs with his Aibo partner Toya Aoyagi, who, as far as we know, identifies as male. But it gets worse. Currently on the Japanese servers of the game, there's an event for White Day, a romantic Japanese holiday commonly celebrated among high school students and the working class. So, how does it all connect? Well, Akito, male, says the phrase, well, it's almost time for rehearsal, isn't it? Well then, we should be going then, with a smile on his face, while a White Day event is currently in place. Since we're aware Akito is almost always seen with Toya, we can only assume that the phrase is directed towards him. Sometimes characters will refer to each other even in screenshots supposedly directed at the viewer, example Mizuki wishing Kohane a happy birthday. So this is no outlandish claim, but what ties all this together? is the fact that in the game, the main event is for White Day, or romantic holiday celebrated in Japan. So, with the evidence we gathered, we can ultimately conclude that Akito Shinonome, male, is speaking to Toya Aoyagi, male, with a smile on his face on White Day, a romantic holiday. Why, as a man, is Akito Shinonome spending time with his idol, Toya Aoyagi, on a romantic holiday? This is the last straw. We, the players, demand answers, Sega. We've seen context involving Akito and Toya acting quite suspicious, if you would ask me. In almost every card Akito is seen with Toya, proof shown below. What does this mean? Are they together? Are they simply friends? Well, I highly doubt the latter with this compelling evidence I've gathered here today. In conclusion, why, as a male character, is Akito Shinonome interacting so often and closely with Toya Aoyagi? We may never know. Thank you and good night.